Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to another edition of BSGL Primetime. Today we are out in Portland to watch the San Antonio Brigade take on the Portland Pioneers. Both of these teams looking to have good runs, deep playoff runs this year. So there's our starting lineups. Of course, Cade Cunningham and Denzel Spears leading the way for the Pioneers, and DeJuan Jones has got his squad ready to go. Some key players to watch out for is Hammonds at the shooting guard for the Pioneers. He's had two very, very solid games as a rookie starter for the Pioneers, which he kind of came out of thin air to start for this team. Is looking at making a nice pass right off the gate, right out of the gate to Denzel Spears inside for an easy slam. As for the Brigade, of course, they've got quite a defensive stalwart of a team. DeJuan Jones and Mustafidin both have been selected to all defensive teams as Lumpkin goes right around Cade. Can't get it to fall as there's Mustafidin. Whoops, I messed up his name for a whole 2 seasons. I'm going to get it right the 3rd season. As here's Hammonds now bringing it up. Pioneers with a very, very solid starting lineup, like I said, with Cunningham and Spears. Then like with Hammonds, who's making another good pass out to Billy Shaw, who misses it. But they acquired Ashton Dandridge, the power forward from the Predators, in Season 2 or 1, I can't honestly remember, but he's been here for quite a bit of time. He's been very good, and Shaw has been incredible in his short career as well, because obviously everybody's career's been kind of short, but he was on the second team, all-rookie second team in his very first year, and obviously everybody was kind of a rookie that year, but just on the auto-generated players, he was considered a rookie, but he was up there with some big, big names, such as Lester Bates of the Oklahoma City Bison and Cade Cunningham right here of the Pioneers. Here's Mustafidin, top of the key looking around. He's got Abdul Aziz, who was acquired from the Goblins by the Brigade. He's going into Jones, who's got the mismatch against Cunningham, and some good help from Shaw. Forces the miss as he whips it up to Spears, who drives inside. Mustafidin with the defense, forces the miss on the layup. Comes up with the rebound as here is Woodard coming the other way, handing it off to Lumpkin. So Lumpkin getting doubled for a second, now guarded by Spears, left wing. Mustafidin, top of the key. So he goes over to Abdul Aziz, who looks inside for Woodard. Another mismatch on Cunningham in the post. Cunningham forces the miss. Woodard, an offensive rebound, hands it off to Jones, who gets Shaw on a pump fake. Finally goes up, and I think Cade Cunningham may have blocked that shot from behind. But that is the Brigade's game plan, going to really pound the ball inside and just try to beat you with their defense and take those high percentage shots. As here's Shaw inside against Woodard, going to whip it back out in a steal from Mustafidin. A horrible pass from Shaw, hit him in the face with it as he whips it up to Abdul Aziz, who gets stopped by Hammonds. Lumpkin now, screen from Mustafidin. He's going to drive inside, fake the shot near the free throw line. Now back out to Jones, and now Mustafidin over to Abdul Aziz. Some good passing by the Brigade. Lumpkin's got it into the shot clock. Spears forces the poke away, or forces him to pick it up, or good lord, he forced it away from him. Jones came up with a loose ball, missed the very deep three. As now Hammond's coming the other way. He's going inside. And look at the smothering defense from Jones. As the Brigade are still yet, or never mind, they're not yet to score, but they've only scored 1 point. As honestly did not, Mustafidin had that layup. But here is Lumpkin. Lumpkin, screen from Jones. Woodard, now to Jones inside against Dandridge. He's going to hop step, put it up, no good. Got his own rebound, puts it up again, and it rolls off the rim. Really good defense from the Pioneers here to open up this game. As now here is Cunningham driving right around Lumpkin, having some help come over. He whips it out to Spears. No good. Shaw, the rebound, lays it up and in easily as the Pioneers go up 4 here very early. So Lumpkin will bring it up yet again for the Brigade. As he's getting all sorts of screens from Woodard and Mustafidin. Goes over to Jones' right side. Jones looking to get it inside to Woodard maybe. Now Woodard comes out to screen, but Jones goes the other way, pulls the mid-range jumper from about just the block, and he missed it as Hammond's now speeding the other way. He's going to go to Spears, whoops, in the corner, and the 3 is good from Spears. He's been a lights-out shooter, but not always a high points per game guy, but a very high efficiency scorer. As he knocks that one down, and the Pioneers are rolling here early. So here are the Brigade out of the timeout as Maravich, McKenneth, and Rowdy Highlander, the rookie, have all checked in for the Brigade. So it looks like the Pioneers stuck mostly with their starting lineup, as there is a drive by Rowdy Highlander. He gets stumped by Spears as he gets the rebound, whips it up to Cunningham. As it looks like Wallace Cassell has checked in for the Pioneers. He was our draft pick in year 1. And there's Leo Hammonds pulling a 3, no good, but Youngman with the rebound. He is also checked in, and he's making a big impact already as he gets the offensive rebound, puts it up and in, as the Brigade shooting very poorly at 1 for 10 here to start the game. So here is McKenneth. He can get buckets in bunches. He's going to pull the mid-range jumper, and he gets the scoring going off the bench as well with a nice 2-point jumper. 4-11, here is Hammonds guarded by McKenneth. So he's going to get a screen from Cunningham, a little guard-on-guard pick and roll as he is working Maravich over there. Goes back to Cunningham, now Spears on the quarter, and to Youngman, back out to Cunningham, top of the key. He's going to get a screen from Youngman, spins off of it, has to whip it into the corner for Cassell, and he nails the jumper. Wallace Cassell with a very odd-looking jumper, but it falls as McKenneth will bring it up. Brigade almost dirty down double digits. It's 4-13. McKenneth pulling another mid-range jumper, no good. Jones there for the rebound. He puts it up, no good. A second rebound, and finally gets one to fall. So those are just his first points, but he's taken plenty of shots, and especially all right there at the rim, but he just hasn't found the bottom of the net yet. As here is Youngman's screen on Cunningham. He's going to go the other way, doubled by Mustafadine, and the foul will go on Mustafadine as Cunningham will head to the line for 2. So it looks like Rowdy Highlander needs to find the right color armband. So the rookie maybe has a rookie mistake wearing the wrong color. As Cade Cunningham misses a rare miss from the line from Cunningham. As Manning, good lord, brings it up for the Brigade, and he stepped out of bounds. Boy, that's not good. Manning has played about 30 seconds, or not about 30 seconds, about 3 seconds so far, and he's already picked up his first turnover as he brought it up and stepped directly out of bounds, almost like he was going to go talk to somebody at the scores table. This Pioneers now with the ball, little handoff to Cunningham. He's driving into the corner, all sorts of defense on him, goes up and gets it to fall. Cade Cunningham with a tough bucket. So it's plays like that that deserved him the All-Star selection last season. Him and Rich Mack, the only 2 non-custom superstars to make the All-Star game in the history of the league. Maybe that'll change this season if some of these guys can continue to play well, as there's a foul against Patton as he reached in on Maravich. It'll be a foul. Now in the corner here is Jones. He's going to whip it up opposite key to Maravich. As Maravich right back inside to Manning. Manning up and under as he brought it up. Cunningham jumped with him and he tried to go underneath. Misses the layup, but a foul will go on Cunningham. He'll head to the line for 2. As you can see, Cade Cunningham very, very good. 3rd in steals, 4th in assists, and 18th in three-point percentage last season. Like I said, it was play like that got him the All-Star selection. So obviously, of course, they wanted a deeper playoff run, but they took the champs to 7 games. So there's another miss from the line as Cassell gets the rebound and throws the two-handed pass up to Mayberry. So now Mayberry, ordered by Liu Yi. He's going to Patton, now to Cunningham. It's Cunningham right back to Patton on the wing. Gets the screen from Youngman. He's got 6 seconds on the shot clock. Now it's Mayberry top of the key. So he's going to put some moves on Liu Yi. Gets inside about the free throw line. Puts it up, no good. And Jones comes over to clear the board as now Liu Yi has it on the fast break. Not a whole lot of people in his way. There's all sorts of crossovers as he tries to get inside. Finally hands it off to Jones on the block as Jones' little stutter step goes up and a foul on Youngman. Looked like he may have had the clean block, but maybe just a little too much contact with the body. As now DeJuan Jones steps up. As you can see, that field goal percentage at 71 last season and 26 points per game. As you can only imagine where they would have been if he would have not have gotten hurt. There's now 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Cade Cunningham has the ball. It is still a 7-point game with a chance to push the lead here with the last shot. 3 seconds on the clock. It's going to have to be Cade from deep in the face of DeJuan, and it's no good, but still a very solid first quarter for the Pioneers. They lead by 7. So here we go to start the second quarter. As I mentioned, in the first quarter, DeJuan Jones was out with injury last season. It was just 6 games, but here in the BSGL, that is more than a fifth of the season as we only play 29. So every game really does matter, and every game will be a one-time matchup as Scooter Maravich, you only see every team once as Scooter Maravich nails the 3. But yeah, those 6 games definitely made a difference. The Brigade were not very good without him. They may or may not have been 0 of 6. I know that they were well below 500. As here is Cade Cunningham inside again. As the poor shooting was very evident in the first half or first quarter for the Brigade, as DeJuan Jones himself was just 1 of 8. That is, I mean, that just is not going to get it done, as the field goal percentage of 70 was not there in the first quarter. As here's Maravich getting a screen from Jones, as now Youngman has switched onto him as he spins inside, goes up, and it's blocked away by Youngman. As if you're Maravich there, you've got to recognize the mismatch and maybe try to get a shot from outside and not try to drive in on the big man, especially that slow. So here's Patton getting a screen from Youngman. He's going to fade away for 3, no good. Youngman the rebound, and it's no good, as well as Rowdy Highlander gets a very good board, whips it up to Liu Yi. As Yi looking around, going over to Maravich. Maravich top of the key for Rowdy. As now Liu Yi has it again. He's going to get a screen from Jones. He comes off of it as he's driving inside against Youngman again. He's going to go out to Jones, who has the mismatch against Patton. Now Manning way outside. He's going to have to fire a 3 from near half court. Went for the bank. No good. DeJuan Jones the offensive rebound as he lays it up and in. Patton had no chance on the boards there against the bigger Jones. And it's just a 4-point game as the Brigade have made a nice little comeback here. So here is Cunningham. Little fake now comes off of a screen. Jones guarding, little spin move now into Youngman. And Manning does the right thing and just fouls him instantly as he will head to the line. First shot for Youngman is good. Some subs come in for both teams. Youngman, a second free throw is no good as Abdulaziz comes in with the board. He whips it up to Lumpkin as they've both just checked in. Lumpkin inside to Jones, who just flips it up and in. Maybe had a chance to really silence the crowd with a slam there, but just decides to lay it in. Maybe didn't want that 45-minute delay for a new backboard. So it looks like Ashton Dandridge has also checked in for the Pioneers, along with Denzel Spears. As here is Patton inside, little lefty flip, no good. Liu Yi gets the board, and he is flying the other way. So he's going to go to Lumpkin in the corner. That's a long 2, and he missed it. He's now fighting for the rebound. Dandridge comes up with it. Mayberry now to Patton. Pioneers now going to slow it down as Youngman has it outside. He's going to go to Spears, who's going to pull the long 2, as both teams just took pretty bad shots, as just a foot away maybe from a 3. As Lumpkin now inside, he's going to throw it to Woodard. Thought twice about going up against Youngman as he saw the block earlier. Liu Yi now against Dandridge after a screen from Jones. Lumpkin now has it, looking for Jones inside on the mismatch. As now Jones back down, little fadeaway jumper, no good, and Spears clears the rebound. Both teams really seem like they want to work the break as they are flying up and down the court. It's now Mayberry over to Dandridge as he's going to pull a long jumper as well. So all these guys continue to just want to pull long mid-range jumpers instead of taking 1 or 2 steps back and just having it be a 3. As here is Liu Yi. He's got all sorts of screens at the top of the key, going over to Abdul Aziz on the right wing. Now inside to Woodard, who pump fakes, pass fakes out to Jones, Abdul Aziz, and a 3-second call will go against Woodard, so it'll be Pioneers' ball. As you can see, our blocks per game leaders last season, John Francis the only one with 3, then Rich Mack, Vernon Farmer both with 2.3, and then, of course, DeJuan Jones, and I think that was Stephen Morris, both with 2.3, as Rich Mack and whoever else that was had 2.4, my bad, and we got a timeout. About midway through the second quarter, as we are in prime time action, as Shaw looks to inbound, goes to Patton. Patton gets it stripped from Lumpkin. Lumpkin now coming the other way. There's that Brigade defenses. Look at Lumpkin elevate for the jam. He got way up there for that one. As Patton smartly gives it up to Hammonds now, as he will not have to deal with Lumpkin harassing him near half court again. As the rookie has it, just kind of motoring around outside looking for someone to go to. He goes to Patton after a little give and go. As now Dandridge has the mismatch inside against Lumpkin, but they're going out to Spears in the opposite corner. Now Dandridge is coming over, and instead of taking the 3, Spears fires the 3, and it just rims out. Now Lumpkin has it on a Brigade break. They've got a 2-on-2 as the rest of the players come down the floor. As Jones now inside against Patton, puts up the fadeaway jumper and gets it to fall as they take their first lead of the game. As I did never understand why, when it seems like guys have a mismatch against smaller players, they elect to shoot the fadeaway instead of just going up. But, you know, it worked out there as now Jones, guarding Dandridge inside, doesn't fall for his pump fakes, and he whips it back out to Patton. Gets a screen from Shaw. Open mid-range jumper is good from the elbow, and the Pioneers reclaim the lead. As the Pioneers honestly not shooting much better than the Brigade. They have taken 2 less shots, and they've hit the same amount, but both teams under 40. So here's Jones going up against Shaw, as that is not going to work. As maybe he's the guy you want to fade away over, but still a missed shot nonetheless, as now Hammond's working it the other way. Near the free throw line, goes up in traffic, and it rolls off the rim, almost an and one for the rookie, as McKenneth commits the foul, and he will head to the line. Hammond's once again a guy that kind of came out of thin air as he misses the first free throw. Well, like I said, I really did not expect him to start and or play much this season for that matter, but his first couple games have been very, very solid. So now Lumpkin bringing it up for the Pioneers, goes to Mustafadine. Now McKenneth in the corner. Back to Lumpkin. Mustafadine, now Woodard, as they're looking inside for Jones yet again. As Jones working on Shaw. Going to whip it back out after he picked up his dribble. Now Lumpkin, as they're going 4 out, 1 in. Mustafadine has it top of the key. Lumpkin's going to have to fire a deep three, and it's off front iron. Spears with the rebound. As they're pushing it up the court, here's Patton driving in against Mustafadine, and he never had a chance there, as the bigger Mustafadine sends it away with ease. As now here is McKenneth working on Patton. He's all the way inside, now back out to Woodard, top of the key. And Lumpkin has it, maybe trying to set something up. So he's going to get a screen from Mustafadine, as he is all the way to the left side. And now Jones has it. He's getting triple teamed, goes up, couldn't get it, but gets his own rebound and puts it in. As the hustle from DeJuan Jones is unmatched here so far. And the rebounding is proving so, as they have 19, the Pioneers just 15. As here's a screen from Hammonds as Patton comes off of it. Now one from Dandridge, as he's going to just whip it over to Hammond's top of the key. Now he's getting a screen from Dandridge, as he's got the mismatch. Spears inside to Dandridge, who has Lumpkin on him. Lumpkin went for the steal, and Dandridge lays it in easily. Back to a 2-point Pioneers lead. As here it is, Lumpkin looking for Mustafadine, or looking for a screen from Mustafadine, and Jones fires the three, and it rattles in, as it looks like his foot was on the line. They're going to call it just a 2, but a good shot from Lumpkin nonetheless. As now with 17 seconds left in the half, the Pioneers can hold for last shot yet again. As here is a screen from Dandridge. Patton comes off of it, goes inside to Dandridge, who lays it up and over Lumpkin. A very good bucket there from Dandridge. Very contested layup. 8 seconds left. McKenneth gets it up the floor quickly for the Brigade. 3 seconds on the clock. Comes off the screen from Woodard. A 3 from the logo, and it rattles out. So it will be a 2-point Portland lead going into the half. Both teams playing strong, and it looks like it could come down to the wire. So although DeJuan Jones had some shooting woes in the first half, he still already has a double-double with 12 points and 11 rebounds. As there it is, right on cue. He's got 5 offensive rebounds already, so he looks to add to that here in the second half and hopefully get his team the win. Obviously, the Pioneers looking to avoid that, as here he is driving inside against Dandridge, and some good defense forces the miss as Dandridge gets the rebound inside to Cunningham, who goes up to Leo Hammonds, who lays it in easily on the other end. Pioneers running the break pretty well here this game, and it's got them the 4-point lead. So here's Cunningham guarding Lumpkin. Lumpkin a screen from Jones. Cade's not fazed by it much, as Lumpkin now left side, maybe looking for Abdulaziz inside. He's been very quiet. He's got it now against Hammonds right underneath the goal, as he's going to go up, and that one's blocked away by Shaw, who's got the help on the weak side. Very good help from Shaw. So now Hammonds has it, whips it up to the corner for Cade Cunningham, who knocks down the 3. What a play by the rookie to see him all the way up the court. A very good pass from the opposite side of the logo, and it's a 7-point lead for the Pioneers, as they're going to call an illegal screen on Abdulaziz, as that will be his first, and it will be Pioneers ball yet again, as now Rowdy Highlander looks like he's going to come in for, I don't know if he was coming in for Abdulaziz. Looks like he came in for Woodard. Kind of figured it'd be for Abdulaziz after the foul, as it looks like the starters are in for both teams despite Rowdy Highlander. As now Hammonds in the corner off the Cunningham pass. He gets it to fall. Hammonds with a 3-pointer of his own, as he and Cunningham find each other on back-to-back possessions, and all of a sudden it's a double-digit Pioneers lead. As Jones with a screen, as Lumpkin rolling off everybody, goes inside. That was blocked away by somebody. Could have been Cunningham, Shaw, or Dandridge, as Lumpkin is now just 2 of 6. Spears, a little mid-range pull-up is good, and the Pioneers simply cannot miss here in the second half, and it's a 10-0 run here to open it up, and we haven't even played 2 minutes. as Lumpkin gets it across, and the Brigade take a much-needed timeout. So here is Mustafadine out of the timeout, as he's going to get into the corner for Rowdy Highlander, guarded by Spears. The rookie's been very quiet this game. So now Maravich right wing over to Manning. Now to Highlander way outside, as we know he can fly, as he's going to try to get it into Abdul Aziz, stolen away by Mayberry. So that wasn't a great pass from the rookie, as now Denzel Spears out to Cassell, no good. And Highlander elevates for the rebound. Abdul Aziz bringing it the other way, as he gets around Mayberry, a little floater, very easily up and in. And it's back to a 10-point game. As Cunningham now bringing it up for the Pioneers. He's guarded by Scooter Maravich, as the rest of the team gets a play going. As now he's looking for Cassell, top of the key, to Mayberry in the mid-range. Green jerseys all around him. Now back top of the key for Spears. Gets a screen from Shaw. Mid-range pull-up from Spears is off back iron. And Mustafadine gets the rebound and throws it way up court to Rowdy Highlander. Highlander near the free throw line, as he's going to get it stripped away by Cade, but he comes up with it and somehow prevents the over and back call. As now Scooter Maravich, mid-range pull-up, no good. Mustafadine there to clean it up yet again, and that's blocked away by Shaw. Shaw elevates for the rejection, as now Mayberry has it. Some good transition defense there from the Brigade, as Cunningham has it right wing, screen from Mayberry and Shaw. As he is bringing it in against Maravich, goes up, puts it up and in. Look at Cade Cunningham taking the contact and making it with his left hand, obviously his offhand, as he's got 10. Scooter Maravich now to Mustafidin, who's played a lot outside despite not being anywhere near a good shooter. As look at Rowdy Highlander get right around Spears. The move from the rookie had him lost, as it looks like he may have been going up for the slam there, but the contact from Spears from the back, this has him lay it in. It's still a very good play nonetheless. So here's Cunningham looking to get something set up yet again on the offensive end. He's going into Shaw, guarded by Mustafadine, and that's never an easy task, as Mustafadine does force the miss. A very good defensive center. Just needs to work on his offensive game. As now Highlander again almost lost it. Going to go to Abdul Aziz, who is fouled by Cunningham, who tried to get the steal. There's some subs are now in for both teams, as Shaw has been subbed out for Youngman. As then for the Brigade, it looks like Liu Yi has checked in along with McKenneth. I honestly can't remember if Scooter Maravich is already in the game. I don't know what I'm thinking. As Liu Yi's got all sorts of white jerseys on him. Goes inside to Mustafadine, who lays it up and in. A very good play from Liu Yi. He was very, very surrounded and finds his center for the easy make inside. Has now Cade Cunningham. A little bit of ISO as he goes behind the back bounce pass to Spears, who gets inside and jams it with all sorts of Brigade players around him. It's a nice play there from Spears to split the defense on the screen and get the slam. As here is McKenneth. Screen from Mustafadine. He's going to come off of it, go inside, and that's blocked away by Youngman. Spears now running the break. He's going up to Mayberry. Mayberry with nobody to beat, jams it home with both hands on the other end, as the Pioneers are rolling here in the third quarter, as they lead by 12. They've outscored them by 10 here in the third. It's now Maravich, top of the key. Another screen from Mustafidin as he's inside. Back out to Liu Yi. Or that was McKenneth, but now Liu Yi has it as he's getting a screen from Mustafidin. 3 seconds left on the clock. He's going to have to go up inside as he somehow got it up, but Youngman gets the rebound after forcing the miss. Cade working the break yet again as he puts a move on Scooter Maravich. And luckily, Mustafadine bailed him out, getting the help defense. As now Highlander has it inside. He's fouled hard by Mayberry on the one-on-one break, and the rookie will head to the line for 2. So here's a look at the upcoming schedule for the Portland Pioneers. So Highlander's first free throw does fall. Second free throw for Rowdy is up and good, as the Pioneers already have 12 fast break points and 6 blocks on the game. As I said at the beginning, the Brigade were the defensive team, but so far today it's looked like the Pioneers. As here is Patton working inside. He's getting doubled. Goes to Cade Cunningham. Puts it up with the right hand. Too much traffic. Patton the rebound. No good. And Jones, who has just checked in, gets the board. Jones now to Highlander and now to Liu Yi, the second-year player. As Liu waits for the offense to get set up. Now Scooter Maravich to the top of the key. He'll give it to him. Jones coming over to screen for Maravich. As Youngman will switch on to him. There's 4 seconds left. Maravich is going to have to do something with it. He fires in the face of Youngman, and it rattles out as Cassell gets the board up to Hammonds. Now to Youngman, one-on-one with Maravich at the rim. As he puts it up, gets fouled hard as it does miss, but he will head to the line for 2. First one for Youngman is good. Second free throw for Youngman bounces off back iron as they fought for the rebound. Woodard comes up with it and now gives it to Jones, who will bring it up the court. Jones over to Lumpkin. As Lumpkin now inside to Woodard, guarded by Youngman. Double pump fakes. Youngman not biting. Back up to Lumpkin. As he drives left side, now into Jones, who's guarded by the rookie Hammonds. As he gets doubled, gives it to Lu Yi, top of the key for 3. No good. Woodard a rebound right back to Jones, who lays it up and over Patton. And just like that, it's back to a single-digit game. And the Pioneers will once again have a chance to hold for last shot with 15 seconds on the clock. As Patton has it right side, screen from Hammonds. He's going to go over to Dandridge, who's guarded by Woodard. Dandridge puts it on the deck, now gets doubled by Lumpkin, as it looks like Lumpkin is going to get it, and they're going to call the jump ball. So we're going to jump it up with just 2.1 seconds left in the quarter. So I don't think Lumpkin has much of a chance here against the taller Dandridge, but crazier things have happened as he flips it up to Youngman, who puts it up at the end of the quarter, and it rolls out. But still a 9-point lead for the Pioneers as we head into the fourth. It has been the Pioneers' defense that has built them this lead, as we will now see if they can keep it up throughout the fourth quarter, if the Brigade can make some sort of comeback, as it is still very, very doable. It's single digits as Cassell setting a screen for Dandridge. Dandridge inside, nobody elects to get in his way, and he puts a high floater off the glass, and just like that, it's back up to 11. As the Brigade got to get some stops on defense, that's where this comeback has got to start, but obviously need some buckets as well. As now Lu Yi back inside to Jones, who lays it up and in. A great pass and a great cut from Jones and Yi. As it's back to 9, Hammond's going to bring it up for the Pioneers. Hammond's had a very solid game so far. Not many mistakes, and he's made the most of his shots. Is now Cunningham driving on Woodard. He's going to go up with the left hand. No good. Some good defense from Woodard, who grabs the rebound. As now Lumpkin, one-on-one with Hammonds. Nobody really near him as he's on the left wing. Going to get a screen from Woodard now, as now Woodard cuts through. Over to Lu Yi, who's guarded by Dandridge. As now Woodard comes over to set the screen. Lu Yi's got Cunningham on him. 2 seconds left on the clock. Free throw line jumper just rattled out. Dandridge gets the rebound, and he's going to bring it up himself, as Lumpkin's going to have to be forced to stop him. Now here's Cunningham over to Hammonds. Hammonds now inside to Dandridge, who's got Lumpkin on him. He's going to back him down. McKenna comes over with the help. Doesn't matter. Dandridge puts up the fadeaway jumper. It will fall, as he's got 8. Not doing anywhere near as well as DeJuan Jones, who's doubled him in points and rebounds, but still having a nice game for himself. As look at Lumpkin get blocked off the glass by Youngman. He got right around his man, as now Dandridge has it inside. It's going to be poked away by Woodard, who gets it, or Lumpkin grabs it. But Lumpkin put a great move on Cunningham, got right around him, and Youngman sent him off the glass. As here's Lu Yi off the screen. He's driving against Hammonds, putting it up with the left hand, and a good play by Lu Yi. Good play by Hammonds not to foul, even though he gave up the bucket, as there was a lot of contact there. As Hammonds now going to give it over to Cunningham, gets a screen from Dandridge, as now he's getting doubled by Lu Yi and Woodard, as he's inside. 3 jerseys around him, but he still puts it in. Cade Cunningham with some magic, as he's got 12 and his team's up 11 once again. So Lumpkin will bring it up here with 4:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Brigade need to start making that comeback here soon. So here's Jones, double pump fake inside against Shaw. He's going to have to give it out to Mustafidin. Now Abdulaziz, as Woodard has it in the corner. Good ball movement from the Brigade. As it's back into Jones, as nobody really seems to want to do much with it. As somebody's going to have to pull a deep 3, and it's going to be Abdulaziz. And it's no good, as that was a pretty terrible possession from the Brigade. Nobody moving. They just threw it around the outside the whole time and put up a deep, very contested 3. As here's the Pioneers, little give and go, little handoff, screen inside to Dandridge. What a pass from Cade Cunningham, who continues to work here in the fourth. He's been magnificent all game, and that pass might be the icing on the cake here. It's a 13-point game. Lumpkin over to Abdulaziz. They got to get a bucket here. As here's Mustafidin inside to Jones. Jones, little spin move and pushing off against Shaw as he made it look easy there, just overpowering Shaw. And he's got 20 or 18 points in 21 minutes, and he's back above 40%, but nowhere near that 70 that we're used to. As here is Lumpkin playing some good D on Cade Cunningham. He's over to the left side, handing it off to Hammonds, who gets inside over to Spears. Long two is good for Denzel Spears. He's been very, very good shooting the ball tonight. As you can see, the Pioneers 31.7 assists per game. That's fourth in the BSGL. As here is Mustafidin on the right wing. Now Jones inside against Sean. He's going to step out of bounds. It's a nice play there from Shaw to force him baseline and get him out. So it will be Pioneers' ball. As the horn makes it sound like some subs have checked in for both teams, as they have. Scooter Mirovich is now in the game, as he might be the only one that just came in. As here is Cunningham inside, working against Lumpkin as he gets it out to Hammonds, who knocks down the three from the top of the key. As that's not Lumpkin, that's Mirovich. My fault, as I was kind of just in awe at how open Hammonds was there. So it's a 16-point game, and after that possession, I don't even know if the Brigade want to come back. As here's Mustafidin, top of the key, going to go over to Woodard, as now Jones has it inside against Ashton Dandridge. Has a great entry pass there from Woodard, lets Jones spin right around him and throw it down. But still a 14-point lead for the Pioneers. Just 2:07 left in the fourth. As Cunningham over to Shaw, as it looks like they have a mismatch with Dandridge. They elect not to use it. It's out to Hammonds. Hammonds looking around, going to go to Dandridge now against Mirovich. He's at the elbow, trying to get inside. He's going to have to put up a long little hook shot, no good, and Mustafidin comes up with the board. Now to Jones, as Jones driving on Cunningham, out to Mirovich. As Mustafidin, like I said, a very good defensive center, but it looks like he's been about exhausted this whole game. As Denzel Spears pokes away a steal now, as the Brigade or the Pioneers come the other way. I'm going to mix up the team names about 100 more times in this last minute, 30 seconds, as this one looks all but over. As now Shaw has it against Mustafidin. Out to Cunningham. Cunningham working on Jones. He's going to put up a three, and it's no good, but Dandridge a rebound as he threw it from closer to the three-point line than anything, as it was no good as he tried to just put it back. As now Mirovich bounce pass into Jones, a great pass as he lays it up and in, just maybe going to pad the stats a little bit here as the Pioneers lead by 12 and call a timeout with just 1:05 left. So here is Billy Shaw, going to inbound for the Pioneers here. As neither team's put in any subs, I guess this is not considered garbage time yet. As Cade Cunningham just kind of dribbling it at the top of the key. Nobody really moving here for the Pioneers, as now Dandridge has it inside. He's working against Jones. As he's going to stop, pump fake. Jones doesn't bite. Back out to Hammonds, who's got 8 seconds to work with. So he's going back to Dandridge. As Dandridge, little spin move, Euro step inside, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. Some good work from Ashton Dandridge to keep up the play and get his own rebound. As with less than 40 seconds to go, it's Mirovich, as he's looking to get something going very quickly here. Goes inside to Jones, who pump fakes. Now goes up against Ashton Dandridge. He will get fouled, and it looks like some of the guys that don't play much are going to check into the game here after these free throws. As Jones has 23 points tonight. Not a bad game. Had that really, really rough start, but still a nice game for the big man nonetheless. He hits his second free throw as well. And it is 46-58 as Lyons has checked into the game for the Pioneers, along with some other guys. As that looks like looks like Hammonds that's checked in for the game for the Brigade. So he played some big minutes in their first couple games, but has not played yet tonight. As there's a nice bucket from Lyons, as Snow is checked in for the Brigade, along with some other guys as well. A lot of guys at the end of the bench whose names I don't know off the top of my head, so I apologize for that. Hammonds goes to Jones, who is still in the game. He's driving right inside, and he's going to get fouled by Gooden. As Jones still looking for the W, despite 7.5 seconds left on the clock. Just shows how much of a competitor he is, as he's now got 25. Second free throw rims out as Gooden comes up with the board, who hands it off to Dandridge, and he can just dribble it out as 2-1. This one is over. A very good win for the for the Pioneers. A lot of really good defense played in this one. The Brigade just could not get it done down the stretch, despite the good night from DeJuan Jones. But really, it was just their offense that couldn't get going, and that's what made the difference here in this one. I'll see you all in the box score. So checking out our box score, Cade Cunningham with 22 points, 10 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks, no turnovers. Very, very good game from Cade, as he was 9 of 17 from the floor. Denzel Spears also 9 of 17, as he had 20.7 rebounds, 3 assists, also no turnovers. As then we go to Dandridge, who had 20 and 13. He had 2 turnovers, but shot the ball very well. Leo Hammonds, I think that is his name. Yeah, Leo Hammonds, as the Brigade have Hammonds, so I was kind of confusing him there. He's averaging 15 a game here. So let's go ahead and check out his recent games. As in his career, they've played 4 games. He's had 19 points, 15 points, 11 points, and 15 points, and some good assist numbers as well, with 7 in 2 of those. So he's been very, very solid here so far. He's got 3 steals in 4 games, which isn't great. But besides that, 4 for 14, he shot the ball over 50% each time. As he's looking like a very solid pickup, as he was drafted just 20th. As then Shaw was 7 and 12, Youngman was 7 and 6, but 5 blocks, 3 blocks, 2 steals for Shaw. Wallace Cassell came in and played 22 minutes, but just had 4 points, 3 rebounds, 4 and 4 for Patton, with 2 assists, and then Mayberry and Lyons both had 4 in their very, very short minutes. As then for the Brigade, DeJuan Jones put up 43 points, 23 rebounds, 2 blocks, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 17 of 36 from the floor, 7 points for Rowdy Highlander, who actually was second on their team in scoring, as nobody else even had double digits for the Brigade, as I didn't even realize Rowdy scored more than once. But he had 3 rebounds and nothing else. 6 points for Lumpkins, 3 assists, 2 steals, but 3 of 12 from the floor. 6 points for Mustafidin, who had 12 rebounds, or Mustafidin, gosh dang it, who had 12 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Always seems to get those defensive numbers. Mirovic had 6, 2, and 3. Abdulaziz with 4, McKenneth with 4, Liu Yi with 4, Stan Manning with 2. As in Woodard had nothing in 29 minutes, only took 2 shots, but had 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. There's a lot of these guys that are playing these big minutes have got to get more points, as Lonnie Hammonds is the guy who I was thinking of. But a lot of these guys that play more minutes for the Brigade just got to do better. I mean, you can't have no points in 29 minutes. If you're Woodard, McKenneth was a big part of their scoring last year's. We'll go to his stats real quick. He averaged 13 in his first 2 seasons, and I mean, he just had 4 this game. Abdulaziz, like another starter that just had 4, just not great games. Obviously, nobody did too terribly great, besides DeJuan Jones, who also had the most rebounds by far. Mustafidin, the only one with double digits, and then Woodard, the only one with even +5, as only, 4 more guys even got a rebound. I mean, that is just sad. As you can see, they shot just 39%, Pioneers at 52%, shot 15 threes and only hit 2. The Pioneers at 41% from outside. They definitely hit their free throws at 88%, Pioneers at just 62%, good lord. 7 fast break points for the Brigade, 21 for the Pioneers. They killed them in the open court. They had more points in the paint, but less second chance points, that's where they got them. Same amount of bench points, 7 more assists for the Pioneers. As in rebounds, looks like it was even, as the Brigade had 2 more offensive rebounds, but 2 less defensive rebounds. Both teams with 6 steals, but 4 blocks for the Brigade and 11 for the Pioneers. Pioneers only turned it over 6 times. Brigade turned it over 14, as the Pioneers actually led by 27 at one point, but the Brigade with almost 4 minutes more of total possession, as they do lose this one, as that is all the time we have for this edition of the BSGL Primetime. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. And if you want to see your player in the BSGL, be sure to submit them below. I'll send you a template if you really want it. If not, I'll just kind of ask you for some other stuff if you don't fill everything out that I need. But thank you guys so much for watching once again. See all you guys next time. Bye-bye.